I'm Nick from Hit the Lights. Hit the Lights kind of took a break over this past year, just did some overseas stuff and kind of reevaluated if we wanted to do another record. What brought on the break was pretty much just being on the road non-stop. A lot of us have like girlfriends and animals like that we're constantly away from, which is never fun, but kind of comes with the territory. But we've just been doing it for so long that eventually I think we just kind of burned ourselves out on it. We released a record called Invicta in 2012, and it wasn't like the best received record anyway, and leading up to that point we went through so much label crap. So after a while you just kind of get beaten down, you're just like, okay, let's take a break. I don't think we wanted to end up hating, Hit the Lights. It's not something we would ever want to look negatively on, but I think that's kind of what it was coming to. So it was nice to take a refreshing break, and we just did like some Japan dates and stuff, which were so fucking fun. So that kind of like got us back into like a more positive mind state with it. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Just a combination of everything, just life happening. A record label called Pure Noise came into the picture and said they wanted to do a record with us, and so we decided we're gonna do one more record and go in the studio with a dude named Kyle Black right after this tour pretty much and do a new record, and that should be out in the fall. So that's what we have lined up right now. After this, that's it. None of our albums have ever been the same. They've always sounded a lot different, and I don't think this album is going to be any different from that, or as far as it's going to be its own thing, its own entity. But I think we're going to be more conscious about what people liked from previous albums, what parts connected with people and what parts connected with us, so we can be in a position where we're making music that's still exciting to us, but it's also something that will make our fans happy, which I think is really important, especially if you want to tour and you want to continue to do so. So I think we're just going to be conscious of that. At the same time, I think there's some new elements that we haven't brought in yet that we're going to, with new guitar tunings and stuff, and I think a lot of people won't be expecting it, but I think it'll work for us. How do we juggle the other projects with Hit the Lights? I think we took so much time off with Hit the Lights that it wasn't that hard. We just play a few shows here and there, and like I said, Kevin and Nate play in a hardcore band in Rochester called Holy War. Omar does a lot of commercial editing and does some almost kind of like trip hop stuff on the side. And then I have a project called Thief Club. So it's really, we weren't like touring on it or anything like that. For the most part, we're just kind of making music because that's what we like to do. And just to fill out our time and decide what was going on with Hit the Lights. The proudest moment we've had, or I've had personally, it's a variety of things. I think there's a lot of goals that we hit that we just never expected to. Our main goal was to just get out of Ohio and play, different shows around the country. But I think like touring, multiple continents with like Newfound Glory, who was like a band that I looked up to so much, was a huge accomplishment. Selling out shows in different countries will always feel good, I think overall just being a band for like over 10 years now is a pretty big accomplishment, something that I think a lot of people never thought we'd do. So